Welcome to My Jam TV on Radio, where music videos meet the heart of the artist with your host, Joanna Pearl. It's a new My Jam TV on Radio. My name's Florentino. I'm the host of The Changing Stage, and I'm here as a co-host with Miss Joanna Pearl. Joanna, are you with us?
I am. Thank you so much, Tino.
Awesome. Today's a very special day because the first episode we had was kind of a special broadcast. It's kind of like one of those premieres that you have on TV where you go and see, is this going to catch? Is this going to be something that's cool? People are going to love it? And they did. The audience gave it a resounding yes, big thumbs up. We're starting to build the whole My Jam TV on Radio page. I know My Jam TV is kicking it, and David and all his crew are making it happen. They had that big concert and over at the Cutting Room, and it's been pretty awesome. And we've taken a few weeks to kind of build towards this, and we've got another guest here today that's come from that particular event, if I'm not mistaken. This gentleman is tearing up the indie charts. Mr. Ryche Chlanda. I hope I said that correct, sir. Ryche?
You did. That's me. That sounds great.
Okay, good. Because we were trying to. You have a unique spelling of your name, so we were like, "Wow, this is really cool," but we don't know how to say this. So
you could say Ryche. You could say it Ryche. I come to both names.
I'm gonna start. I don't know if you've seen the movie La Bamba, man, but I want to go Ryche. But anyway, man.
You can do that. That's good.
Awesome. Well, hey, thank you very much for joining us here on My Jam
pleasure.
TV on Radio. So we want to bring the visual elements to the radio world here, and that's what this is all about. And you're a special artist because David picked you out of the many thousands of artists that they could choose to be a featured artist, the second, and actually the kind of the official start of our regular programming for this. And we did some research on you, and we're very impressed, right, Jonah?
Yeah, very impressed. You have a bunch of stuff going on in there, and some cool names too. I saw some Foreigner, Phil Collins kind of stuff going on in there. So we are very excited.
We're all good friends through the years, and I just got off the road with a band called Renaissance. So I did a couple of Yes cruises, and I just love music. I play it, and that's what I do. Great,
So you are a guitarist mainly, correct?
I'm a guitarist, songwriter, and vocalist. But guitar is the thing that shines with me, I believe. I'm a guitarist.
Okay. So do you think that that's like the first thing that you gravitated towards as a musician? Take me through, how old were you when you even started in this industry?
I was a kid. What happened is I was actually born in Australia, and although I lost my accent through the years, both my father and mother were musicians, traveling musicians. My father was a violinist. My mother was a vocalist. So I was homeschooled, and I started at a very young age. 3 years old or something. We just started getting music, traveling, and doing that. Then when we moved to the States, my father actually became a professor in Juilliard as a violinist. And so I was around music my whole life and just played, So at a young age, I was listening to different guitarists and like Eric Clapton or Jimmy Page from Zeppelin or from Cream and that era in the late 70s and 80s, and I just loved that type of jammy sort of music. Then I got into the progressive end of music, which would be like King Crimson and Yes and Genesis and all that, So I just went up the ranks. Then I was lucky enough to be managed by people who managed my heroes, and it all been a lifetime for me, of doing that. And the last time we played, the Cutting Room, and talking about, David's great. The whole My Jam crew is great. David Zucker, Russ Markowitz, and Jay Petsko, they're just great folks. We had a real great time at the Cutting Room, and that place rocks, man. That room is a great sounding room, and all the My Jam artists really tore it up. So we had a great fun that night. Great.
That's really awesome. You know, I think it's interesting. Last show we had a guest on as well, and they was telling us about their parents, and it shows the influence and the impact of being around that music when you're younger, and how that kind of.
No doubt. You know, it's basically when you're raised that way, it's just second nature. It's in your blood. You know, and you don't compare yourself to anybody. There's no competition because it's who you are, you know, and it comes about a very natural way. When your parents have that and you're just around it, it's just a natural thing, you know. And there's a lot of us doing that. There's, you know, so yeah, thank God for our parents and raising us around music is just a wonderful, wonderful, blissful thing, you know.
I totally agree. It's, you know, I think as you grow up and you're getting your bearings and what you love to do, you know, playing guitar or whatever instrument or singing and songwriting, and then you get to a point where you're with your idols and you're, you know, passing them in the hallway, I'm assuming. How does that feel?
It feels great. You know, it feels great. First, you're starstruck.
Yeah.
Then it feels like they're your friends. You know, they become friends. They comment on whether they come to recording sessions or whatever it is. You become, and it elevates you. It elevates you to a higher place, because now you're with people who you want to be not really impressed, but you want to kind of be on your game for. It's like sports, you know. It's like people being drafted on teams that when they're in the presence of people that they love and great players, they play better. Same things for musicians. You know, we just it bumps us up to be around people that we admire. That's just how it is, you know. So I've been blessed, been very lucky for that.
That's really awesome. I think that's very important. That's one of the reasons why we're doing this show, is to kind of bridge that gap between, as a lot of people, you know.
I know, and my jam has been instrumental. I mean, taking artists to play the cutting room, like I said before, a great room, and just exposing these artists, exposing their videos, exposing their music, and now just, you know, talking to me, is great exposure, and it cross-platforms things, so people who might not ordinarily be listening in to this, they're talking to a guy into progressive music today, you know. So my jam's just great, you know. It's life-changing experience.
Oh, that's amazing. So I'm interested, what is a comment maybe that one of these idols that you had, that you were able to work with, maybe something that stuck with you? Is there anything in particular that kind of...
Well, there was a few of them, but when people basically say that don't try to be yourself, or that kind of a thing, don't try to be somebody else, just be who you are, be the best that you can be, basically, and be yourself. There's a quality that you have. If you tap into that nobody else could have, it's probably the best advice that I've gotten in my life from my idols, and the best advice I could give. You know, just be who you are. You'll find that magic that's inside of you, and if you just be who you are. I know a songwriter told me that a while ago, because I was writing songs, and I wrote a song called "I Don't Belong," and it was a very personal song. And he said to me, "Personal? Okay, well, everybody feels that way." And I said, "Well, what do you mean?" And so he basically said, if you write a song and you write it from your heart, don't worry about what anybody else thinks. You're all going to be able to relate to it. So it's like that. So if you're yourself and you're true to yourself, you'll excel. There's no doubt in my mind. And that's the advice I got from best managers and, you know, just best musicians in my life, best agents in my life, and I always kept that close to me, and it's worked.
That's awesome. I think that's,
You know,
I'm also a singer, a songwriter, and I feel that same thing. Sometimes in the beginning you're starting out and you're trying to find your voice, your sound, what do you want to talk about, and then it comes full circle. You get over all of that stuff and you're right back to where you were because you're just being yourself.
Oh, that's true. That's true. So, you know, I read on you that you sing and you write and stuff. You find it to be the same way when you write a song. If it's personal, you have other people saying, "Hey, that's about me." You know.
Yeah, exactly. Music is an amazing tool for so many people. But yeah.
Hey guys, I wanted to kind of jump in here for a second. We got about a minute left in this segment, so we want to kind of get some thoughts. We're going to carry you through, Richie, through the whole hour. So just be prepared, man. We're going to take you on a ride.
Okay.
Yeah, you're here to we're going to get to know you, all your passions, and get into your head, man. So we got about a minute.
Yeah, man, that sounds good. I'm tired already. No, I'm kidding.
We got about a minute left. Joanne, I want you to conclude with that question that you were going to ask.
It just slipped my mind now.
That's how it goes sometimes. You know, you got the voice coming into your head saying, "Hey, we got a minute left." So, you know what? I got a question for you. How can people find you on the internet? That would be a good one for us to segue into the next segment.
Well, you know, if you just Google me, I come up all over the place. My website is Ryche Chlanda and Flying Dreams. I actually have a new CD out for sale, a new thing, and there'll be vinyl out soon as well. So you can go to my website. And even on the My Jam site, I'm up there too, all over the place. So, you know, My Jam has done that too. So.
Awesome. Well, hey, we're going to be coming right back soon. This has been My Jam TV on radio, powered by the mighty Intertalk Radio Network, the worldwide leader in music business talk. We're here with guest Ryche Chlanda, and my name's Florentino with our hostess of the mostest, Miss Joanna Pearl. Make sure you go to our sponsors, Pitbull Audio, pitbullaudio.com, where they want you to play it loud. Stay tuned for the next segment.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.
Have you ever wondered what it's like to record on a Grammy award-winning album? Have you ever wondered what it's like to play in front of a stadium crowd? Have you ever wondered what it's like to be on a world tour? I'm Jackie Bertoni, and I've played with the who's who in the music industry, and I've toured the world. Come join my world, Behind the Velvet Rope, and get into the groove on Jackie's Groove. Live 2 p.m. Mondays and available 24/7 on jackiesgroove.com.
Hi, I'm Tim Dolbear, the host of Sound Experience on Intertalk Radio. Each week, I talk with top professional audio engineers, producers, musicians, and the manufacturers that make the tools that we use in the studio each and every day. From capturing the perfect take to mastering your final release, and the tools and how the pros use them, we are going to dive deep into their process and learn from their experience. I look forward to you joining us each week on Sound Experience with me, your host, Tim Dolbear.
Hey, it's Catherine from Listen Local Radio. Moe's Guitars has proudly served the San Diego music community since 1975. Specializing in guitars, basses, mandolins, banjos, and ukuleles, they buy, sell, trade, and consign. If you're looking for lessons, repairs, accessories, and cool gear, you found the right place. Located in downtown La Mesa Village, stop by and check out their digs or visit moesguitars.com or their Facebook page, mozeguitars.com, 619-698-1185.
I have some good news for a change. With the stressful times upon us, having a regular glass of wine has proved in many studies to reduce stress. Want some more stress-relieving tips? VinVillage.com is an exciting new social organization connecting wine lovers around the country with an exclusive local and online wine lifestyle experience. Vin Village members can meet others online and in person, attend wine dinners and tastings, participate in forums, blogs, and wikis, purchase limited and exclusive wines, even create your own wine. You heard me. Create your own wine. And best yet, membership is free. So reduce some of the stress and have some fun. Join now and connect with thousands of other like-minded wine lovers. To learn more, go to vinvillage.com. That's www.vinvillage.com. Vin Village is where wine lovers connect.
Welcome to My Jam TV on Radio, where music videos meet the heart of the artist with your host, Joanna Pearl. All right, this is the second segment of My Jam TV on Radio, powered by the mighty Intertalk Radio Network, the worldwide leader in music business talk. And we are very, very happy to have our sponsors, Pitbull Audio at pitbullaudio.com. Calvin and the crew over there really know how to make a musician feel at home, and they really power dreams and passions for this business that we're in. And, of course, our good friends over at SIR. SIR is the company that makes all the tours happen. They provide all the backline, all the great PA systems, everything that you would see. They're the biggest company, and we're really happy to have them on as our sponsor for this show. And, of course, My Jam TV. You got to go check that out because it is really doing, the business a good service by providing these emerging artists a way to get their visuals out. While we're talking about their passions, My Jam TV is getting the visuals out. And speaking of that, we are here now with our hostess with the mostest, Miss Joanna Pearl, talking to Ryche Chlanda. And we've been having a great chat about the beginnings. So let's continue on with this conversation where we left off, Joanna.
Insight on Ryche here. And so you did the cutting room, and you said it was so awesome, and the sound was great and all that. So what is on the flyer? I'm actually looking at it right now. And the Flying Dreams. Who are the Flying Dreams?
Flying Dreams is my band. It's a 4-piece band. It's and there's some exchangeable parts there. Somebody can't make it. We have other players. It's just a mindset of players that love my music, and we go out and we perform. There's a bassist, and there's a drummer. There's I play guitar and I sing, and there's a keyboardist. So awesome. That's the band.
Gotcha. So now that you've done that, is there any upcoming performances that you're excited about, or any projects?
Yes, everything's beginning to happen for us. We have a summer tour and a full tour booked. Go to the website and just find all the dates, and that's it. That's it. I'm busily trying to put a couple of songs together for the second record too, because once you get out there touring, it's hard to kind of find that space to write. So I'm doing that. But we're going to be busy through the winter and the spring of next year. So we just have to check websites and the ticket places, and
stay connected on your
probably
socials,
My Jam TV will post it on their site as well, and just check and see where we're playing. Please come and see us.
Gotcha. So you did just say about songwriting and the challenges of that. I can relate to that. What does that mean for you, the challenges of being on the road, or what kind of space, I guess, do you like to create to songwrite in?
It's kind of a sacred space. You certainly have to, at least I do. I like to just be in a very quiet space. I like feeling energy around me if I'm traveling, if I'm through Europe or whatever. I just kind of can feel the energy around me, and I get by myself, and I'll write. Most of my music, it's almost downloaded. I don't know if you go through the same experience, Joanna, that it kind of comes to me in an idea. And then I have to wrestle with it and see where it takes me. So maybe the hook would come to me with a couple of chord changes and a melody, and it'll present itself to me, and then I'll wrestle with it. And within a week or so, it's a song.
Right.
So that's my process, like that.
Yeah, I think everyone always asks, how do you write a song? And it's always different. You never know if it's the pre-chorus, the chorus, a little lyric that comes, a melody. It always comes differently.
It's you have to. Do you get it in a whole idea first? Does it just come to you? and then you have to kind of like complete it. That's how it works for me.
Yeah. Actually, today I was just in Farmer Boys, which is just a little restaurant, and I went to the restroom, and there was like this blower going, and there was like this tapping. It almost sounded like a really cool drum, and I literally got out my phone just to record that little piece.
Oh my God! No, well, that's
that
great.
would be cool.
That's how to do it. Yeah.
Exactly. So, do you you use your smartphone for recording things and whatnot?
I do. If I have an idea, I just go to record it. I'll just record it. I'll sing a melody, because if I don't record it, I'm going to forget it.
Exactly.
Because,
same thing if you wake up in the middle of the night, right?
To you, and then the what?
I said same thing as if you wake up in the middle of the night with this amazing song.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You have to write it down or sing it out.
Same thing. It's the same thing. And I'm one of these 3 o'clock in the morning guys, too, that I'll just, for some reason, I'm up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and if I'm up for a reason, and that's to write something or to write something down. So
those are when the best ideas
that's a creative
come.
time for me.
Yeah, for sure. So, what do you? I guess, songwriting-wise, I appreciate all of that. I really do. What do you think are some of the highlights in your career that you would, looking back on?
In my career, well, just being able to write a song is really cool. I've traveled around the world with different bands. I also do unplugged versions of my music, so I could go out there and do a show with an acoustic guitar. That's always a lot of fun. Traveling through Europe has always been a pleasure for me. Playing New York City when we played the Cutting Room was a highlight for me, because there's an energy in New York City that's beyond compare. There's a beat on the streets of New York that is just a very exciting feeling, and it's really cool. So I love cities. New York City, I love Paris, and all those things are highlights for me. And when I perform, or when the band performs, you just get into a specific space that's a blissful, beautiful thing, and you let go, and then you're one with your audience, and there you go. And that's your experience. And it should be beautiful. If you're honest with yourself, it should be a beautiful experience every time you play. So I just feel very lucky to be able to do it, and I just love every second of it. I love music. And
I think it's that connection with the audience when you're performing is like nothing compares to that.
Oh, no, it's the best. Are you out performing live as well, Glenn?
I do a lot of live gigs around here,
cool.
And actually I just got done with a songwriting weekend, and we wrote a really awesome song there too. So it's
cool.
a mix, yeah. I think you have to be kind of in everything to really keep all the wheels kind of going, right? So
I totally agree. Oh yeah, yep. You have to be there, and just be open, and just be there. And you're right, with the audience, when that kicks in, that's like the best feeling.
It is, and it inspires a lot of other things. So moving forward, what do you want to do? What do you want to do with your music and your career at this point? If you could name anything.
Well, at this point, we just finished. It's not officially released yet, although it's for sale. I just finished a new record. I hate calling things CDs, because I don't even know if CDs exist anymore. I think they do, but
they do.
I call it a record. Right? I mean, and vinyl's coming back. How cool is that? You buy a vinyl record, but finished a new record that's for sale on the website and on the MyJam site, and so that's coming out. And that's always an experience, because that takes me through 12 episodes, 12 songs of experience that I try to capture. So that's a really cool feeling to perform that. So I'm looking forward to that.
And don't you think that an album, a record, is that whole body of work, and it needs the 12 songs?
Oh, yeah. I think it's all interconnected. I mean, I'm really old school when it comes to a conceptual record, and that everything is kind of like knitted together and the whole thing to present one idea. and one song can flow into the other song, but when you walk away, it's one big vibe. I love that, although you could have hit singles on the album as well, it should just be one big piece. I agree with that. I think that's beautiful, and I'm just looking forward to touring it. I don't go farther than that, really. I just really enjoy the experience and see what comes to me. Usually beautiful things happen on the road and on the studios and just meeting people. So, and like you mentioned before, that energy exchange between us, the band, and the audience is just always great experiences. You make friends.
Well, and I think, too,
to.
Full circle for artists that are emerging, going to shows really is an inspirational thing, and it kickstarts the whole process. So it's, art imitating life, life imitating art kind of thing.
It's key. Yeah, no, I agree. That's key. You're right. Kickstart's the right word. And that's why live music has to happen. Live music is very, very important to go to venues, to do it. Visually and audio is important.
Speaking of that live music, we have the commercial break kicking in here. This has been My Jam TV on radio, powered by the mighty Intertalk Radio Network, the worldwide leader in music business talk. We are going to be coming back here in a few short minutes. We're going to get a chance to hear one of the songs from Ryche and his crew.
All right.
So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Okay.
Hey, it's Catherine from Listen Local Radio. Moe's Guitars has proudly served the San Diego music community since 1975. Specializing in guitars, basses, mandolins, banjos, and ukuleles, they buy, sell, trade, and consign. If you're looking for lessons, repairs, accessories, and cool gear, you found the right place. Located in downtown La Mesa Village, stop by and check out their digs or visit moesguitars.com or their Facebook page. mozeguitars.com, 619-698-1185.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.
Have you ever wondered what it's like to record on a Grammy award-winning album? Have you ever wondered what it's like to play in front of a stadium crowd? Have you ever wondered what it's like to be on a world tour? I'm Jackie Bertoni, and I've played with the who's who in the music industry, and I've toured the world. Come join my world, behind the velvet rope, and get into the groove on Jackie's Groove. Live 2 p.m. Mondays and available 24/7 on jackiesgroove.com.
I have some good news for a change. With the stressful times upon us, having a regular glass of wine has proved in many studies to reduce stress. Want some more stress-relieving tips? VinVillage.com is an exciting new social organization connecting wine lovers around the country with an exclusive local and online wine lifestyle experience. Vin Village members can meet others online and in person, attend wine dinners and tastings, participate in forums, blogs, and wikis, purchase limited and exclusive wines, even create your own wine. You heard me. Create your own wine. And best yet, membership is free. So reduce some of the stress and have some fun. Join now and connect with thousands of other like-minded wine lovers. To learn more, go to vinvillage.com. That's www.vinvillage.com. Vin Village is where wine lovers connect.
Hi, I'm Tim Dolbear, the host of Sound Experience on Intertalk Radio. Each week, I talk with top professional audio engineers, producers, musicians, and the manufacturers that make the tools that we use in the studio each and every day. From capturing the perfect take to mastering your final release, and the tools and how the pros use them, we are going to dive deep into their process and learn from their experience. I look forward to you joining us each week on Sound Experience with me, your host, Tim Dolbear.
welcome to My Jam TV on Radio, where music videos meet the heart of the artist with your host, Joanna Pearl.
Hey guys, thanks so much for coming back to segment number 3. This is My Jam TV on Radio, and I'm Joanna Pearl. This is Intertalk Radio, worldwide leader in online radio. And we are back with Ryche Chlanda. I am never going to
That's close. No, everybody gets it wrong. It's just say Chlanda or, Ryche Chlanda.
Ryche Chlanda.
That's me. That's
all right,
it.
so we're actually going to play one of your songs, True Love.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so can you tell me a little bit about it?
True Love was the original single off the record, and it's a cool song. It's an upbeat song, and it's a basic love song with twists and turns. And true love is the best thing in the world, right? As we all know, you can't live without true love. True love keeps us all going, and that's what the song is about. You gotta listen to it and tell me what you think.
All right, Tino, you want to give it a spin for us?
Cool, thank you.
True love.
right. I like the big endings. Woo! All right. You back with us, Joanna?
There we are, yeah.
Well,
Wow,
you know,
that's
interesting. You know, that's the live track on the album. That's an interesting choice. I didn't know which one that you were going to play.
We keep you on your toes, man, around here, Richie.
Track.
7 minutes, brother.
Yeah.
7 minutes, man. That was awesome. I like the big ending. I like
7 minutes, man. Yeah, 7 minutes live. That's the band. But let me just give a shout out to the band members that
Please
did that
do.
because that makes me feel good. That's Craig Buckman on the drums. He's a great drummer. Kendall Scott on the keys. That's Ron Beanstalk on acoustic and electric bass, and that's me on the rest. But yeah, that's a live track. And interestingly enough, that was a video that was put together by Jay Petsko and for my jam. So that's how this whole thing got started. So that's very interesting. That's the choice. That's the live track. Interesting. Cool.
We just went through a few of the tracks and this one rocks, man. This is awesome. I love the Parker guitar.
Man, thank you so much.
So
that means a lot because the live performance is everything, right? I mean, that's good.
Yep.
Well, it's all about the live gigs, and like I said, I was saying that I love the Parker guitar. I got a chance to see the video over here on my side.
Oh, okay, cool, yeah.
So that's awesome. And your drummer was killing it. He was into it and stuff like that. So where did the passion for this the sound come from? Because it blends a lot of different flavors.
Yeah.
I just love very beady, very percussive music. I love the depth of music. So if you just slam frequencies together, you get that. I mix a lot of acoustic, sounding like you said with the Parker, which is half of an acoustic guitar, with sound of mellotron strings and a deep bass. There's a lot of acoustic bass on this stuff and really heavy drums. It seems to shape what I love. That's kind of the sound of this band.
Yeah, I heard a little bit. The breakdown of the bridge had a Spanish vibe, and then it kind of went into this Trans-Siberian Orchestra-esque feel. So that was really cool.
Oh, thank you. I love that whole flamenco and the whole Spanish thing. It's a big influence on my music. I just love it, and the percussion with the guitars. Yeah. I'm glad you caught that. I love that too. Thank you.
Yeah, it was definitely it was a nice departure, but then bringing it back in, that was really nice. And you can tell the composer in you came out in this song. Lots of different instruments.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, thank you. It's a great, fun song to play live, too, because the audience is really glued to that song, and it's just a great song live. It feels good live.
Awesome, Richie. We're gonna take a break, pause for the cause. This has been My Jam TV on radio, powered by the mighty EnterTalk Radio Networks, the worldwide leader in music business talk. We'll be right back in a few short minutes for the final segment of this My Jam TV on radio show. Be right back.
Hi, I'm Tim Dolbear, the host of Sound Experience on Intertalk Radio. Each week, I talk with top professional audio engineers, producers, musicians, and the manufacturers that make the tools that we use in the studio each and every day. From capturing the perfect take to mastering your final release, and the tools and how the pros use them, we are going to dive deep into their process and learn from their experience. I look forward to you joining us each week on Sound Experience with me, your host, Tim Dolbear.
I have some good news for a change. With the stressful times upon us, having a regular glass of wine has proved in many studies to reduce stress. Want some more stress-relieving tips? VinVillage.com is an exciting new social organization connecting wine lovers around the country with an exclusive local and online wine lifestyle experience. Vin Village members can meet others online and in person, attend wine dinners and tastings, participate in forums, blogs, and wikis, purchase limited and exclusive wines, even create your own wine. You heard me. Create your own wine. And best yet, membership is free. So reduce some of the stress and have some fun. Join now and connect with thousands of other like-minded wine lovers. To learn more, go to vinvillage.com. That's www.vinvillage.com. Vin Village is where wine lovers connect.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.
Hey, it's Catherine from Listen Local Radio. Moe's Guitars has proudly served the San Diego music community since 1975. Specializing in guitars, basses, mandolins, banjos, and ukuleles, they buy, sell, trade, and consign. If you're looking for lessons, repairs, accessories, and cool gear, you found the right place. Located in downtown La Mesa Village, stop by and check out their digs or visit moesguitars.com or their Facebook page. mozeguitars.com, 619-698-1185.
Have you ever wondered what it's like to record on a Grammy award-winning album? Have you ever wondered what it's like to play in front of a stadium crowd? Have you ever wondered what it's like to be on a world tour? I'm Jackie Bertoni, and I've played with the who's who in the music industry, and I've toured the world. Come join my world, behind the velvet rope, and get into the groove on Jackie's Groove. Live 2 p.m. Mondays and available 24/7 on jackiesgroove.com.
Welcome to My Jam TV on Radio, where music videos meet the heart of the artist with your host, Joanna Pearl.
Hey guys, thank you so much for staying with us. This is segment 4, and we are with Ryche Chlanda. You know, every time we take a break, it's like a test.
You're doing great. It sounds great. I like
Thank
when
you.
you say my name.
Thank you. So we're here talking. We just heard your song "True Love," and
Yes.
talking about there's been some people listening in, and you talked about the Spanish flavors, and you mentioned the percussion is something that is that you love. And we actually have somebody very special on the line. He's played with everybody pretty much, from the Beach Boys to Tower of Power. He's sponsored by LP, Latin Percussion. And he is on the phone right now. It's Mr. Jackie Bertoni. Are you there?
Oh,
I'm right here. Hi, kids. How are you?
Good.
Hi.
Meet
Hey, Ryche, what's going on? It's
Jackie,
Chlanda, so I'm not going to screw up your last name. Did I get it correctly?
No, you did great. No, how are you? No, I'm good.
I'm good, brother. I wanted to come back into the studio, man. I wanted to support my girl, Joanna. She's doing a great job, girl. I'm proud of you. You're coming into your own. Hey, Ryche, I want to tell you, man, that last song, I could have swore you sat down and channeled Al Di Meola on that solo. Am I correct?
Yeah, no, he's a hero of mine, too. Thank you for that.
Oh, man, he's one of my closest friends, man, so I have to definitely give you the props where props is due. Hey, man, you know what? Good for you guys, man. I'm glad that you're really putting your best foot forward and getting out there, and you're playing hard. You're bringing the music to the forefront, something that, I don't know, you want to hate the word music and business shouldn't be in the same line, and we've got to bring it back as players, man. Bring the old sound back. Bring the live performance back, and real musicians.
No doubt.
No tracking.
Yeah, man. No, I'm with you 100%. You're right. Let's do it. Let's keep going. Let's start it off and keep going with it.
Ryche, where are you from? I'm hearing East Coast in your voice.
I am. I'm now in New York area. I'm actually born in Australia, living in Vancouver for a while, and now, but I came to the States at an early age, so I've been on the East Coast for years.
I'm definitely hearing a Brooklynite voice there, man. Hey, you got to keep putting it out there, and shows like My Jam TV really are on the forefront to make the independent artists, the fledgling artists, to be put more in the forefront. And I think what Florentino and Joanna are doing here is a wonderful thing, man. So, keep it going live, brother. Keep it real, and don't lose that passion, and just keep being inspired and keep inspiring people. Never let it go. And as I always say to everybody else, peace through music. And You guys, thank you very, very much for having me on. I appreciate it. Joanna, go do it, girl. You're doing a great job. I'm proud of you. And Richie, stop flirting with Joanna. She's a married girl, okay? I had to throw that out there.
But I'm single, Richie. No, I'm just joking, brother.
God bless you guys. I'm going to let you go, man. Thank you so much for asking me on. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Jackie. Thanks for the encouraging words. In fact, I'm going to jump in here. Al Di Meola is actually a really good friend of ours in the network. And
wow. You know, he's a hero of mine, man.
Well, he's going on tour, brother. I don't know if you're well, he's right now going on tour of the West Coast. So I was actually just talking to him today because we are helping to promote that tour of his, because he's going to be in Portland, Oregon on the 8th of June this month, Seattle on the 9th, and that's at Landon Theater, and then the Jazz Alley 15th here in San Diego at the Music Box, and that's where we're really going to have a good time. We're going to party it up with Al, and then of course he goes on up north from there to the Canyon, over in Agora Hills, Pasadena. This is the 16th and 17th, over at the Rose, Beverly Hills at the Saban Theater on the 18th, and then he's going to be back down here in San Juan Capistrano at the Coach House for the 19th of June. And then he's back into June 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. He's in Oakland. A lot of love for him in Oakland. And, of course, he stays in the Bay Area to Monterey at the Golden State Theater. And then from there he goes to the Uptown Theater in Napa. So he's going to have a little wine and a little cheese over there. Then he's going to start making it out to your way, brother. So he doesn't have any other dates other than Chicago on August 19th and 20th. But I'm imagining he'll be coming out there, and then we'll be updating it on the site. If you go to our site, you'll be able to go right to the Al Di Meola page to kind of get that update. But, yeah, exactly what Jackie was saying is that you have definitely that flavor of a little bit of prog, a little bit of just classical jazz, and a little bit of, pop sensibilities in the whole thing. So I dug it, man.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, man. Yeah, great. And I will catch out Al. I will check him out because, he's a great hero of mine and a big influence. So that's great. Good job, man. Not
to really nice guy, man. A cat. I've met a lot of cats in that level, and they're not always, not everyone's the nicest guy, and he is really a sweetheart of a guy. He's just really, really down to earth, laid back, and he definitely plays his acts. In fact, Prince cited him as one of his influences, so that was pretty cool.
That's great. No, I could see that.
Yeah, you can. Anybody who's a player is going to look at Al in a positive light, and definitely appreciate that you're carrying that torch. So.
I feel so excited to be part of this. I just have to say that right now. It just came to me.
Oh, I am too. Yeah, and you guys are doing a great job. It's true, and I'm so honored to be here. I'm all jumped up, and I'm honored to be on your show, and you made me feel very comfortable, and it's great. So it's the beginning of great things. My jam is really helping so many people. They've helped me, and they're helping so many people, and you're helping people. So hey, let's keep live music alive.
Yeah, definitely. And this in this industry, it's a really bit of a challenge. I've been on a number of panels, and I've talked to a number of folks on panels before, and been a moderator, and it always comes back to the same thing: is no one knows how to make it anymore. There's a lot of trial and error, and you almost have to find what works for you in this business nowadays. And even for major players and stuff like that, so many things going on, trying to get everybody's attention. It wasn't like before where there was only a handful of things. So it's definitely.
I know but again, like I said, what I go by is just be true to yourself. I mean, just to get back into the My Jam thing for 1 second, is that it just touches my heart. That whole crew is so into it. There was a gentleman, his name is Mark Levitt, who actually funded the network to get the entire thing going. So I just wanted to thank him as well. Mark Levitt did a wonderful job in funding this thing and just getting everything going for all of us. So thank you.
Yeah, we
wanted to get that out and just to give them a heartfelt thank you.
Definitely. We recognize a lot of synergies with what we're doing here at Intertalk Radio and what My Jam was doing. In fact, me and David sat around talking about what can we do together? And then we thought, how about TV on radio? So that's how this whole show came about.
It's great. It's great. It's an honor. And your other guests, for me sitting where I'm sitting right now, feel so comfortable and so good. that, you know, all I could do is thank you both as well, you know, and to thank David. But thank you guys for having me on, and it just means the world to me.
Well, hey, man.
The world.
Great pleasure. And Joanna is just, she's killing it, being a really an emerging artist herself, where she's really taken the Southern California and then, you know, next the world by storm. You know, it's been an honor for us to have her on. So we got about 40 seconds left, Joanna. Your thoughts, your final thoughts.
Final thoughts. You know, thank you so much, Richie, for being on. And if you like this show, please spread the word to talkradio.com/MyJamTVRadio. On our socials as well. And if you want to plug your socials really quick again, so we can get it out there for you.
Richie?
Oh, yeah. Just even where I'm playing and all that stuff, just go to Ryche Chlanda, flyingdreams.com, and everything will be on the website, from videos to CD records for sale, where we're playing and everything. So that's where I'll be. And it's also connected to the MyJam site, so myjamtv.com or Ryche Chlanda, flyingdreams.com. That's where you'll find me.
Awesome. Well, Joanna, hey, that's the end song coming up.
There it is.
Want to say goodbyes?
Thank you guys so much. This has been My Jam TV on radio, on Intertalk Radio. I'm Joanna Pearl. Thank you so much to Ryche Chlanda.
Stay tuned for next week.
Thank you. Okay, guys, thank you so much.
About your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.
Have you ever wondered what it's like to record on a Grammy award-winning album? Have you ever wondered what it's like to play in front of a stadium crowd? Have you ever wondered what it's like to be on a world tour? I'm Jackie Bertoni, and I've played with the who's who in the music industry, and I've toured the world. Come join my world, behind the velvet rope, and get into the groove on Jackie's Groove. Live 2 p.m. Mondays and available 24/7 on jackiesgroove.com.
Hey, it's Catherine from Listen Local Radio. Moe's Guitars has proudly served the San Diego music community since 1975. Specializing in guitars, basses, mandolins, banjos, and ukuleles, they buy, sell, trade, and consign. If you're looking for lessons, repairs, accessories, and cool gear, you found the right place. Located in downtown La Mesa Village, stop by and check out their digs or visit moesguitars.com or their Facebook page. mozeguitars.com, 619-698-1185.
Hi, I'm Tim Dolbear, the host of Sound Experience on Intertalk Radio. Each week, I talk with top professional audio engineers, producers, musicians, and the manufacturers that make the tools that we use in the studio each and every day. From capturing the perfect take to mastering your final release, and the tools and how the pros use them, we are going to dive deep into their process and learn from their experience. I look forward to you joining us each week on Sound Experience with me, your host, Tim Dolbear.
I have some good news for a change. With the stressful times upon us, having a regular glass of wine has proved in many studies to reduce stress. Want some more stress-relieving tips? VinVillage.com is an exciting new social organization connecting wine lovers around the country with an exclusive local and online wine lifestyle experience. Vin Village members can meet others online and in person, attend wine dinners and tastings, participate in forums, blogs, and wikis, purchase limited and exclusive wines, even create your own wine. You heard me. Create your own wine. And best yet, membership is free. So reduce some of the stress and have some fun. Join now and connect with thousands of other like-minded wine lovers. To learn more, go to vinvillage.com. That's www.vinvillage.com. Vin Village is where wine lovers connect.